Hey everybody, welcome to WhiteSchaffPodcast. This is Adam White.
This is John Schaff. And, I had a crazy dream last night.
What was your dream about, John?
Alright, so, I was playing basketball, which, that's how I knew it was a dream.
Yeah.
So, I was playing with friends, but I didn't know, it wasn't you.
Okay.
It was people I didn't know.
Then they're not really your friends, are they?
Well, they were friendly.
Okay.
We didn't foul each other.
No, I totally get that.
Okay, so, anyways, this guy comes out of the crowd and he's just like yelling at me about something. I'm like, what's he talking about? And I just keep hearing dashed line. It was like, you see the dashed line? You know how like people say when they're like angry?
You see the dashed line? Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, all the time.
Imagine like an old person.
I was driving once, some guy was like, you see the dashed line?
and then like, I don't know, like, you know how people talk to you, like people that you don't know that they're angry at you and they're trying to explain something to you very hastily. They're like, the dashed line!
Okay,
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Hastily, I like that word.
So from what I can gather, like the dashed line, he was like, you have to touch the dashed line with the ball in order to score. And I was like, this isn't basketball. What's this guy talking about? So as I'm talking to this guy, my little brother gets bit by an animal. I assume it's a squirrel or something, or like a raccoon.
Okay.
So as soon as, and all of a sudden, I'm like, oh crap. So
your little brother was there.
Oh, he
along
was
with all the other.
He wasn't playing basketball.
He wasn't playing. Okay.
Yeah, he just kind of showed up. So we're looking around, but there was a setting change in between the time Matthew got bit and I was playing basketball. Because I was playing basketball indoors and Matthew got bit outdoors. It was like a forest, and I was like realizing that, and all of a sudden, when I like looked under like some kind of like log, and
this
then
is a long dream.
When I looked back up, like when I looked under the log, I heard like just like shouting and stuff, and I turned back around, and it was exactly like Battlefront 2, like the Star Wars game, and we were like shooting the stormtroopers and crap. But there were so many setting changes.
Yeah.
And I was like aware of this setting change, but it all made sense. And I woke up, I was like, what?
How would you classify this dream?
I just wrote it down as soon as possible.
What kind of dream would you classify this as? Not like a nightmare, but not like a...
Very realistic.
Very realistic dream. Okay, that's cool. I've had all kinds of dreams. Like, I feel like I've had realistic dreams before. I've had nightmares. Nightmares, like, I haven't had a nightmare in a long time, though.
I have probably about once a month. Like,
really?
Really.
Like, a bad nightmare, like, wake you up nightmare?
Yeah. Not wake me up nightmare, but I wake up, I'm like, oh, man.
So, yeah, wake me up nightmare.
Well, I guess if they all wake you up.
Yeah. Okay, so, like, the other night I was laying in bed, and I heard my mom in the kitchen, and my room's right by the kitchen, so I was like, hey, Mom, come here. So she came in here, I was like, will you give me a glass of water real quick, because I'm thirsty. And she was like, yeah. So she brings me a glass of water, and I'm like, okay, wait, just stay here. I'm going to chug it and take it back. And she's like, you don't sleep with a glass of water next to your bed? I was like, no, why would I do that? She was like, so when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're thirsty, you have something to drink. And I was like, Mom, I don't wake up in the middle of the night. I close my eyes, and my eyes open again when my alarm goes off.
Yeah, I just watch YouTube until
I feel like
until I'm asleep.
I can go to sleep if I'm trying and I want to go to sleep within 120 seconds.
Oh, no, it'd take hours.
No, man, not me.
It'd take hours.
If the minute I can be wide awake, doing anything outside, playing or something like that, swimming, come inside, if I lay in my bed, turn off the lights, 120 seconds.
No, I have to do something until I literally just boop,
really?
Decide I am too tired to continue the activity.
Like eyes burning? Too tired?
No, it's not that bad. I'll just be playing video games. I'm like, well, I'm not really that tired, so one more. And I'm not really that tired. And eventually I get to a point where it is tiring. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to bed.
Did you hear, I was watching this thing on the Discovery Channel, and it said that, like, dinosaurs probably have feathers. Isn't that kind of crazy?
I don't believe that.
About? I don't know if I believe it or not either, but, like, there's a lot I don't know. But, like, I heard this thing, and they were saying, because apparently the chicken is the closest living relative
I have heard that.
to the T-Rex. So it would make sense that T-Rexes and other dinosaurs had feathers.
Yeah, but we don't look like chimpanzees and crap, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that's evolution if you believe in that.
Well, it's real. It's just a matter of...
Yeah. I don't get how people don't believe in evolution,
Well, I can see
it's their opinion, and it is kind of a stretch, but there's, like, evidence for it, right?
How far you take that theory?
Oh, yeah. Like, it wasn't necessarily
Yeah, because if
monkey
you,
to human,
if you think
you know?
that we were like frogs and suddenly we lost our webbed appendages,
Yeah.
and then
I like that word too, appendages.
Yeah, and we like I don't know, lost our little frog eyes and got regular eyes,
And our
we
little
started
frog.
talking. No, it's not like that, but it's over a long amount of time. There's small changes.
Our little frog, other body parts. You know what I mean?
Frog bean.
Yeah, frog bean. Yeah, but yeah, it's over like millennia, you know? You know what a millennia is?
1,000 years?
Yeah, 1,000 years.
Yeah.
So like, the year 2000, next millennium will be 3,000.
Yeah.
So we have to go through.
I hope I make it that far.
I don't know if I'll make it that far either. I'd like to make it to 21 though. You know? Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
I'd like to make it to 21, 2100. You know? I mean, I like maybe anyway.
Would you
See what's
want to
going on.
live 100 years, like knowing that
If-
you'd age and can't do crap? You can't wipe
If
your
I
own butt?
can't do crap, then no. But if I'm still at least like walking around, you know, which I feel like, you know, medicine like 100-year-old today is doing a lot better than 100-year-old was doing 100 years ago.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'll probably still be able to at least walk and have conversation and do stuff. So I feel like, you know, that's all I need really.
What about this? You've lived to be 200, perfectly functioning.
Oh, see, that's a good deal. Perfectly functioning.
But you lose one of your arms.
Oh, I could totally do it.
Really?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
I wouldn't do it.
Really? I could
No.
totally live without one of my arms.
Guitar Hero would just be a hassle.
Oh, yeah. But you could do so much. You could learn.
Yeah. I beat the devil on expert
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. I don't really know what that means, though.
I'll show you.
Okay, so is it like winning the game?
The very final boss battle is you in a guitar battle against the devil. And it's extremely hard because the way Guitar Hero battle works on 3 is
Yeah, that's a
basically
squeaky chair.
who yeah, right.
What?
Whoever gets the first attack on the other person, like, usually wins.
Okay.
And the devil, like, by default, gets, like, the first little attack on you. Like, it's, like, during your, like, first solo, which is just...
What song is it?
It's The Devil Went Down to
Oh,
Georgia.
Charlie Daniels
but a guitar version of that.
That's cool.
And it's, like, it goes on forever.
That's a pretty long song anyway.
If you can't get the devil by, like... I think the perfect time to attack the devil is the first time you have an ability, and he has, like, this really long string of, like, just notes where he just goes... If you can get it right there, most of the time you'll win. But there's this section of your solo that if the devil, like, hits with this ability, like, called, like, double, where it takes all the notes where it's, like, single and makes them double, you're absolutely dead.
Interesting. How many tries did it take you?
It probably took me about, not that many, but still too many.
Over 5?
Yeah, over 5. I'm going to say it took me about 8 tries.
8 tries.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's your area of expertise. Like, for all the people listening, John's good at a few things in life.
But
And I
really like Guitar Hero.
Yeah, I've seen people good at other things in life. But when it comes to John and Guitar Hero, John is so good at Guitar Hero.
Aw.
Yeah, you're welcome. That being said, stop messing with the microphone, you piece of crap. Anyway, when it comes to Just Dance, though, I've got you beat, John.
I can't dance.
I can't dance too well either, but I can follow somebody else's dance moves on a screen. I think I have the high score on all of the songs in Just Dance 2 in my house. That's not saying much considering my mom and my dad, but my sister's, she can dance. A little bit anyway.
The video games were so cool back then. You had Guitar Hero and
I think the
Just
Wii,
Dance, which I hated.
like the
But
Wii,
in
was
hindsight, I
the
like-
best.
No,
You don't think so?
PlayStation. No, the Xbox 360 is the best.
Ever.
Yep.
Xbox 360?
Yep.
Oh, wait, we're about to anger a lot of people. See, there's
No,
that
you're
whole...
not.
Yeah, there's that whole...
Everyone agrees with me.
There's that whole
Halo Reach.
Xbox, PS...
Just think about Halo Reach, and my
PlayStation.
argument is beat. Yours.
I'm trying to think about it, but for the life of me, I just don't know, John.
Because you never played Halo
I
Reach.
know,
You
I
never
know.
played Infected on Sword Base.
Yeah. You're right.
You've never had a falling out with your friends because the other one was screen peeking.
Well, you never tried to do a split in I Want You Back by Michael Jackson on Just Dance 2.
There's no split in I Want You Back, Michael Jackson, and
There
Just
is.
Dance 2.
There is when you try to add one. It makes the game a lot more fun when you ad lib
Hey,
a little
guess
bit.
what? Guitar Hero World Tour has beat it, and you can sing along with Michael Jackson.
Oh, well, you can sing along with Michael Jackson on any song and just dance. Any Michael Jackson song. There's... Yeah, it sounded like Waluigi.
Yeah.
Woo! We're going to have guests on this week, John.
Yep.
Yeah, this Friday. This is our Tuesday episode. Friday, we're going to have some guests on. Should we tell them who it is, or you leave them hanging?
No. When you say leave them hanging, I don't know why, but I always imagine like a select number of people. Like, have you ever seen like a high dive?
Yeah.
They're hanging on like with both their hands onto the high dive, like they're about to fall off, and they're like grabbing onto the high dive.
Whoa.
And they're just like hovering, like, oh. And when everyone says like hang on, or when leave them hanging, I always think about them on a high dive, and they're like grabbing onto the high dive. Because they're scared of the high dive or something, I don't know.
Alright.
But when you say hang on, I think of like the hang 10 surfboard move where you have like all your
oh, your toes are off.
Yeah, like a hang 10.
Do you remember the old Scooby-Doo movie? Not the live action one. It was an animated one where they went to Hawaii.
Yeah.
It was the Tiki Monster.
I think so. Is it
the Tiki Monster?
1 or 2?
No, this wasn't the live action one.
Oh,
it was an
okay,
animated
okay.
one. No, and it was an animated one, and it was called like Tiki Adventure or something like that.
I think I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about, but I've never like seen it the entire way.
Oh,
through.
It's so good, John.
But I know I've seen it, but I can't remember the entire.
It is so good. Well, anyway, so there's a part where Scooby-Doo's surfing and he hangs 10 with his paws and they're hanging off. But anyway, where I was going with that, there's a part in that movie where Freddy hang glides. Ever since I saw that, I've wanted to go hang gliding.
Hang gliding?
I've always wanted to go hang gliding. That's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Not parachuting. Like, I wouldn't want to go parachuting.
Oh, I want to go parachuting.
I mean, like, if I got the chance, I'd go, but I don't think I'd pay for it, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, I've heard that, like, the people that want to go hang gliding aren't the people that should go hang gliding. It's the people that don't want to go hang gliding that should go hang gliding. Because it changes your life so much. You know what I mean? If you're like, no, I don't want to go hang gliding, it'll be scary. They're the people that should go hang gliding. They're the people that should, like,
So you're saying
experience.
you shouldn't go hang gliding?
Well, I mean, like, I don't necessarily have a want to do it, but I also don't have, like, I don't want to do it, you know? Like, if I got the chance to do it, yeah, I'd totally do it. Like, if somebody was like, Adam, I'm going to pay for you to go hang gliding with me, I'd be like, hell yeah, let's go hang gliding. Oh, I mean skydiving.
Oh, skydiving.
Skydiving, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And if I just said hang gliding throughout any of that, I meant skydiving.
What's some other cool air sports?
Oh, God.
That's what...
Oh, yeah. What about, like, the pilots and the planes that flip in the air? Oh, have you seen the guy that stands on the airplane's wing?
Wing walking. Yep.
What about that?
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. I saw a kind of crazy movie. I'm a little behind in it, but I watched The Meg.
The Meg?
Have you seen that?
No, but I've heard it's just, like, so...
It was crazy, man. So, like, what was going on in The Meg was, like, you know the Marianas Trench?
Yeah.
It's the deepest place in the ocean that we can find. Well, they don't think that the bottom is actually the bottom, and it's just like a cloud of gases. So they went through the bottom of the gases, and there was like a whole new world down there. And there was Megalodon down there. And so they like were getting attacked by the Megalodon and blah, 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 blah. And they escape through the cloud of dust and go back up, and the Megalodon followed them, and it attacked a bunch of people. But there was a part in the Megalodon, I don't want to spoil it, but they killed a Megalodon, and it was like a big deal, and they were celebrating, and I was like, wow, that was a pretty fast movie. Not too many people died. A couple people died, but not too many people. And so they have it hanging up on the boat or whatever, and then another Megalodon comes up and eats the dead Megalodon. So it's like, oh, okay.
Out there, like, kind of poor. I mean, like, every not so good, like, let's say this, every non-classic, like, science fiction movie could fit as like an Old Testament chapter in the book of Scientology. You know what I'm saying?
Like the new Star Trek movies?
Yeah, sure. Like, if you wrote those down and you just put them, like, stuck them in the Scientology Bible.
Oh, Scientology.
People would totally
I thought
think
you meant...
that you were like...
Yeah. I thought you meant, like, Christianity.
No,
I was like, in
Scientology.
our Bible? You can throw that in there? All right. Well, yeah, you're probably right. We had a whole episode about Scientology.
They know that.
Yeah, I know they know that. They better know that. Go back and watch it if you didn't. Oh, I don't really care. All right. Well, until Friday, we'll have guests on.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about, John? I'm going to take that silence as a no. Until Friday. Toodaloo.
Wait a minute.
Okay. I knew you were thinking. I could see it. You look like you were not in pain, but like when you have a really big poop, but it kind of feels
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that's what you looked like.
What about this? Paint on the walls that you can press a button and it goes back into the can.
Huh, you might be onto something there. Alright, until next week. Toodaloo.
Oh, doodle.